What is up and welcome back. Today we're going to be hitting a big naughty leg session, right? Big fucking naughty leg session, but first we're going to be shipping this big box of merch. Big box of merch. Big box of merch. Big box of merch. Yeah, but what's in the box? So actually, I'll show you one later because mine's in the wash, so we're alright. But I'm not unpacking this because this is for the boys and the girls. Wallet, Element Coaching hoodies. Can you see the back? Unfortunately, can't see the back. It's got a big print on the back, which I will show later on after legs. So stick around to check it. Check out the merch. Let's get down to the post office and trust. Do you know, I'm not shitting with the Royal Mail. Fuck the Royal Mail. The shit. Everything going suck dick as well. I'm not shitting with every either. Fingers crossed it's a DPD. I've had good experiences with DPD. Trust them. So hopefully there's a DPD that we can use to ship these. Let's go and ship them. So the boys absolutely passenger princessing its way. Boom, 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 boom. So I know lasses sit in the passenger seat. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I'm nowhere near the post office, but I'm not sitting in that piece of fucking shit traffic because all the way down there, so let's just go and walk instead. Fuck it. Job done, shipped. Right, so this morning what we've got to do is some content and get rid of this big empty fucking box now. But buzzing, all the hoodies are out for all the peeps. Should be there in a couple of days. And we're gonna smash big naughty leg session. So I'll see yous in the gym. Straight fucking in there. No messing about. Leg days, I'll always stretch before I work out. Something I advise you to do as well. Specifically, I don't really stretch on upper days before I work out. I just don't find any tightness around my upper body. Legs, hamstrings, I do. So I stretch before. I stretch after. Maybe sometimes. Should do. But I'm normally pretty hungry and want me fucking post-workout, so head home. Now I do a bit of stretching to be fair on it. Should do it straight after. New weight, new load on there. 10 reps I believe. So went up. 2 more on the adductor. I'm not going to show it, it's boring. And then we'll hit some hammies up. Right, peeps, hamstrings. You keep seeing weak area, something I want to be working on. And to do that, we're increasing the volume and frequency. So we're hitting 3 times a week, total of 9 working sets. Which doesn't sound much, but for hamstrings, if you do train hard when you do, like if you give it some, you will find that recovery is not the most easy on hamstrings. And I find that especially for myself, like it takes a bit. My quads recover fine, hamstrings they don't. It takes a bit recovering. So let's get a warm set, just get a feeder, knee the top set, and then we'll get to work. Point in doing like a feeder set and a warm set. So warm set basically getting the movement down right, getting some blood in the muscle, getting the joints moving, that muscle working that you are going to be using. A feeder set is a bit different, so you're wanting to get close to your working weight, the weight that you're going to be putting on to actually grow muscle, to like push make failure with, and you want to try and get the form, tempo, intensity, everything down right, the same. It's just like a little test set. Dipping your toe in the water before you go in for that set, that's going to matter. And it just gets you used to putting that like throughput as well. With like your CNS, obviously the amount of throughput you put through CNS will trigger how hard the muscle contracts. So getting near that top point for where you're going to be in your working set before doing it is a good idea if you want the most out of it. Otherwise it could be a bit of a shock, and you're like by like rep 4 or 5 is when you start like really turning it on. First 3 reps feel like, what the fuck is this? But if you've already done a feeder set, you're there or thereabouts, so might be worth doing them if you don't. They're not there to fatigue, just something like 1 to 4 reps, something like that, no doubt. And then, yeah, into the working. Get a seatbelt on, gets fucking sent. Yep. Oh. Right, so obviously I had a rest for the second set. We're doing a my rep pause, which means we're going to go to failure, and then we're going to have a rest for 20 seconds or something like that, and then 15 to 20 seconds, and then we're going to go again to failure. So it's like a 1.5 set. So like in total today it's like 2.5, I would say, sets. But let's get fucking fastened in here, see what we can do. Yep. I'm gonna be fucked for the next 2 days off that. There's a lot of prime kit in here, so I'm gonna talk through how I use the, like, how I get the most out of it. So for example, here's a prime leg extension, yeah? So we've got the smart cam here, and then it tells you what it is here. So you can see we've got like the settings 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we've got them over there. What do they mean? So depending on where you put this, where the arrow's pointing at, it'll change the resistance. I'll jump on and see if I can demonstrate this like tartan so it makes more sense. So if you're on setting 1, that just means throughout the full rep, the resistance pushing against you is going to be the same. So I'm going to increase or decrease depending on where you are in the rep, depending if you're down here, up here, on the middle, right? Nothing's going to change, it's going to be the same. If you change that to 3, the majority of the resistance is going to be here, like at the start. So as you press up, it's actually going to get lighter. Heavy, 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 lighter, 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 lightest. Light, 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 heavier, 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 heaviest. Yeah? If you go the other way and you go to 2, it's going to be light and then heavy. Heavy at the top, and then it's going to drop off light down the bottom. The ones in between, you've got 5 and 4. That's just sort of, 5 is like 3 but slightly further out, and 4 is like 2 but slightly further down. So that's the resistances. Why would you use them? Because if you're training through sets, first set could be on 1 where it's all the way through. Your second set could be on 5. You might not need to change your weight because you're getting a bit of like your weight's reduced at the top of the rep where it's harder. And then your 3 is going to help you get it again. So it's going to be heavy down the bottom, but it's where you got the most push on this leg extension, and it's going to drop off at the top so you can finish the rep. The other way, I would only really go if you're injured and in those more extreme range of motions, like where your knees bent or your joints bent, it's hurting, then it might be beneficial going to like a 2, because then you're going to have nothing there, but then when you're more straight and the weight comes on, it could be beneficial for that, but I would stay away from them otherwise. Less yapping, let's hit a set. Yep. So you might think, why did you stop? I've got another set on here, and that next rep was not going to be completed. It was going to be a partial rep. I got 1 more than last time, so that's 11. I've got 10 the time before that, which is a +1, which is good. But I want to get failure on the second set, really send it. So I thought, you know what, I'll leave the partials, I'll leave the 50-50s till set number 2 and give it some men, which we will. No. 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 Oh. Fuck off. Now leg press. Oh! 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 Yep! That's failure. If you're wondering what that looks like, that's it. If you don't like that after a set, you haven't reached failure. You might have a rep in reserve, you know. I thought I did. Maybe there's a fucking revolver to my head, I might have finished it, but yeah, that'll have needed an adrenaline rush to get that going. We're in luck, lads. We're in luck. And lasses, if you're watching. We've got the fucking Smith machine for hip thrusts, which usually, like, this Smith machine's like the fucking best one in the gym, so it's used quite often. So sometimes we have to like go on the Bodybuilder, but today we've got it. So we've got the pad on, we've got the hip pad on, we've got the tools elevated, and my ass is shitting itself. Not literally, I'm not shitting myself. Just, it's scared, okay? Fucking hell. I went to the fucking upside down there for a second. When you've like brace really hard, then you let go and you just like boing. Fuck. I did deep the fucking demigorgon. Almost set. Then split squats. Well, that's ass, quads and hamstrings done. Easy shit's left. Abs, calves, easy shit. I mean, it's just not as demanding when I say that. Like, I'm not taking it easy, I'm still sending it, it's just not as demanding. I mean, I'll probably just put my abs in cramp here. I'll probably do that. I'll probably just put my calves almost in cramp, but it's just not as demanding. Like leg press versus an ab crunch, a Bulgarian split squat or a calf raise. I mean, come on, it's not fucking same. So we'll send these and then go back, show you the hoodie and get some post-workout in. So actually, take good notes of this. Take good notes of this set. Watch how I do ab crunches. Do them like this because it's the right way, because I said so. It is the right way because you basically want to be treating this exercise as a spinal flexion and extension exercise, right? So all you want to think about is have the spine stretch out and then come back in, and then stretch out and then come back in. Yeah, you don't want to be like hinging at the knees and like coming up and down with the lower body. Get a bit of a gap between you and the machine as well. You don't want to be under it where you're crunching on yourself. Just watch and do it like this. Fucking copy. I think as a fully grown man, I listen to far too much Katy Perry and Lady Gaga and Kesha while I train, but fuck it. I'm gonna wrap the session up. I'm gonna leave the video in here and we'll get back and see the hoodie. I'm not gonna video calves, it's fucking boring, I can't really be asked to talk about them. It's just how the cookie crumbles. Right, all I'm gonna say is ignore the mess, but check this hoodie out, fucking sick. So there's a front, right, big Element coaching badge on, wallop. Check the back out. Element coaching badge at the bottom, and then boom, check that graphic out. That is absolutely sick. Look at that. Dumbbells or barbells coming out of the eyes. Unbelievable. And it's absolutely class quality as well. Like, the hoodie is genuinely fucking sick quality. It's yeah, it's absolutely better. So that's the Element coaching merch that is getting sent out to clients. But I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, like, comment what you want to see, subscribe. That's Coach Kelly out.